This is part 2 of solving linear equations. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and add 5 to both sides. The negative 5 and the plus 5 will cancel out. 1 plus 5 is 6, and then everything else stays as it is. Now, some students may choose to distribute this 2 through the parentheses. Some students may say, let's go ahead and divide both sides by 2. I'm going to do probably the more common method is most students like to distribute that 2. So we'll take 2 times 6b, we get 12b. 2 times 6 is 12. And then the right-hand side of the equation will stay as it is. Now, we want to go ahead and get our variables on the same side and our constants on the other. So I'm going to go ahead and just subtract 4b from both sides. 4b and minus 4b will cancel out. 12b minus 4b will be 8b. And then everything else stays as it is. All right, we're getting there. We're going to go ahead and move on to subtracting 12 from both sides. So then our constants are on the same side of the equation. So the 12b and the negative 12 will cancel out. 6 minus 12 would be negative 6. All right, last step on undoing is dividing both sides by 8. Now, if we look at this answer, it's correct, but it's not in a reduced form. So we do want you to get in the habit of reducing down to the lowest form. So we're going to divide both terms by negative, or a 2 or negative 2. So we will get negative 3/4. All right, next equation. We're going to go ahead and solve this. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. Line up the constants. Plus 3 and minus 3 cancel out. So now we're left with, on the left-hand side, negative 16 minus 3 is negative 19, plus 5n, and then negative 7, negative 6, plus 8n. All right, then we're going to go ahead and notice that negative 7, what do we do with it? We want to go ahead and distribute it. All right. So the left-hand side will stay as it is. The right-hand side we're going to distribute. So negative 7 times negative 6 is our 42. Negative times a negative is positive. And then now negative 7 times positive 8n, and negative times a positive is a negative 56n. All right. Go ahead and scroll down here. Now we're going to get our variables together, so I'm going to go ahead and add 56n to both sides. The negative and the positive, 56n will cancel out. Negative 19 stays as it is. 5n plus 56n is 61n equals 42. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add 19 to both sides because right now it's a subtracting 19 and negative 19. So add 19. Positive and negative 19 will cancel out. So we're left with 61n on the left. 42 plus 19 will give us 61. All right, last step. Divide both sides by 61. 61 divided by 61, n equals 1. All right, this one I'm going to go a little faster with. I'm going to go ahead and combine these two terms together. Negative 5 plus 3 is 2. And I'm going to distribute the 10. I'm going to distribute the negative 1. So we're getting rid of those parentheses. So 10 times x is 10x. 10 times 3 is 30. Then distributing the negative through, we get 9x positive 4. Now I'm going to go ahead and combine on the left-hand side our like terms. So 10x plus 9x is 19x. And then we have 30 and 4 combines to give us 34. And then the right-hand side will just stay as x plus 2. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and subtract x from both sides. And I'm also going to subtract 34 from both sides. So the last two problems I did this in two separate steps. So the positive and the negative 34 cancel. The positive and the negative x cancel. So we're left on the left-hand side, 18x. We're left on the right-hand side, negative 32. Then divide both sides by 18. Negative 32 divided by 18. Now, we want to see if we can reduce that at all. So we can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So we'll get negative 16 over 9. And we are now done. Great job.